Empires of Light provides a fascinating lens through which to examine behavioral economics, particularly the interplay of cognitive biases, decision-making under uncertainty, and the influence of social dynamics. Let's explore some key interpretations. Overconfidence and the illusion of control. Edison, a quintessential example, exhibited significant overconfidence. His unwavering belief in direct current, DC, stemmed from his past successes, creating an illusion of control. This bias blinded him to the potential advantages of Tesla's alternating current, AC, leading him to dismiss it as dangerous. Behavioral economics posits that individuals often overestimate their abilities and the predictability of outcomes, particularly when they have a history of success. Loss aversion and framing effects. Edison's vehement campaign against AC, including public demonstrations of electrocution, can be interpreted through the lens of loss aversion. He framed AC as a threat to public safety, emphasizing potential losses rather than potential gains. This tactic aimed to trigger an emotional response swaying public opinion. Loss aversion suggests that people are more motivated to avoid losses than to seek equivalent gains. Social proof and herding behavior. The public's initial skepticism towards AC was partly due to social proof. Edison, a respected figure, wielded significant influence. The War of the Currents became a battle for social validation, with both sides attempting to sway public opinion and create a sense of herding behavior. People tend to follow the crowd, especially when faced with uncertainty, and Edison leveraged this tendency. Cognitive dissonance and confirmation bias. Edison's refusal to acknowledge the merits of AC even when faced with mounting evidence illustrates cognitive dissonance. To maintain consistency with his beliefs, he actively sought information that confirmed his existing views, confirmation bias. This bias prevented him from objectively evaluating the situation and adapting his strategy. The endowment effect and status quo bias. Edison's entrenched position in the DC market led him to value it more highly simply because he owned it. The endowment effect. This bias made him reluctant to relinquish his established system, even when presented with a superior alternative. Similarly, the status quo bias, the preference for maintaining the current state, played a role in the initial resistance to AC. Bounded rationality and heuristics. The rapid pace of technological development and the complexity of the electrical systems meant that decisions were often made under conditions of bounded rationality. Individuals like Westinghouse and Tesla, while driven by innovation, also relied on heuristics, mental shortcuts, to navigate the uncertainty. Their willingness to experiment and adapt reflects a more flexible approach than Edison's rigid adherence to his initial convictions. In essence, Empires of Light serves as a historical case study of how cognitive biases and psychological factors influenced pivotal decisions during a period of transformative technological change. It underscores the importance of understanding these behavioral forces to better comprehend not only historical events, but also contemporary decision-making in business and innovation.